I want to sell this throw. It's really important that I sell this forward throw. So I'm going to fake an uchimata, and I want Derek to see this. I want him to really believe that I'm doing a forward throw, and then I'm going to switch directions and take him to the rear. So we're going to work on the switch, and basically we're going to fake a forward throw and switch back TANI OTOSHI to the rear. That's what we're going to do. And I want to sell this throw. It's really important that I sell this forward throw. So I'm going to fake an uchimata, and I want Derek to see this. I want him to really believe that I'm doing a forward throw, and then I'm going to switch directions and take him to the rear. So when I come in, I got my grip for my uchimata type stuff. When I spin in, I want to show this foot here. I want him to see that and feel that. I want him to come in, and he's done a little bit of training in his life. He's been around. He's smart. And this really works on good guys because they will react exactly what he did. They'll give you a little hip cut to stop that, okay? So when I come in here, boom, like that, and see how he stopped it, and that helps me throw him to the rear even better, okay? So I'm going to come in here, and boom, show it, and then I'm going to quickly shift behind him and lower my level and turn. And when I turn, from this direction, from here like this, when I shift like this, I want to shift it, close my elbow down, both elbows down, and lock it in here, and see how I'm low. And I turn in, and it's really important because now my hips are past his hips. If I do this out here and try to get, I'm shy, I can't do it. So I have to fade forward, shift, and that shift is important. Now what I'm going to do with this foot, I'm going to slide it across TANI OTOSHI. I would not hook because he's still able to stand enough, he might counter me. So I wouldn't hook, but you might do a thigh sweep, anything like that. But come across it, and probably that TANI OTOSHI is good. It's probably what you're going to do with OTOSHI. So watch him sell that forward uchimata. Boom. And see how he went from here, he quickly turned. And when he turned, his whole body went in the direction of the throw. His head led the way. By his head turning, pull the shoulders to turn, his hips turn, and he went directly and threw Jake flat on his back. So can you cut sideways so you can see it over here, guys? So just watch the angle. We'll come around the other side too. So forward, boom. Okay, give him a little more sugar on that. Let me see that uchimata a little bit. Okay, show that uchimata. Okay. Boom. Okay, can you come to the other side? Get a different view of it. So you can see he's going to fake forward. And see how he closed. Both arms close in. When I'm doing this on Derek, you saw the back view before. So when I do this and come behind, this closes too. You don't lift. You want to suck his arms in tight to his body, quickly turn. And that's it. You might, really what throws him is this turning movement. You can just knock him down. But the sweep into it, the TANI OTOSHI action, really adds more to it. Can you do it from here?
If you can kind of jam his hand like through his chest and then give him a thump with your shoulder into his pec while you're turning around, that helps knock him over.
Yeah, really use your head. It's the third arm. See that? Now again, you can thigh sweep. You want a thigh sweep?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, anything is, what's really getting the throw in is your hips are past his hips, past his buttocks. And generally you'll do a TANI OTOSHI. That's probably the most often used move. But you may sweep him also. But I would not ever hook. I wouldn't hook because you're vulnerable to an uchimata. One more time, fairly full speed. Fake it forward. There you go. See that? And when you do that, you know, it depends on you. If you got long legs like we do, you're probably going to have a longer TANI OTOSHI sweep. If you're shorter than your opponent, you're probably going to have a little shorter TANI OTOSHI sweep. So, and it may look more like a hook, but it isn't. It's what you're still doing is really that sweeping leg action is what's getting it. Okay? Any questions? Let's give it a try. Right. Got a